Welcome you all to our second class of number system. So, before discussing new concepts, I would like to revise the previous concept, that is the hierarchy of number system, and the biggest part of number system is real number. Till now we have discussed. It is not like that all numbers are real numbers. So, the square root of negative numbers, for example, the square root of -2, the square root of -25, the square root of -64/7, just like this, they are not real numbers. Except this, all other numbers, anywhere you are observing, either in your book or anywhere, any place, so they all are real numbers. And we have discussed, so real numbers are those numbers which can be represented on the number line. So there are two types, one is rational, other is irrational. So irrational means the square root of all non-square numbers, means which is not a square. Example, square root of 7, square root of 13, square root of 12, square root of 10, square root of 2. Okay, so square root of non-square numbers. And your rational number, we have discussed, it is in the form of p by q. So again, rational number, there are integers and some numbers in fractional form like 2 by 3, 8 by 9, like that. And also there are some numbers which are not fractions, not integers, that like negative of fractions. In fractions we are discussing the numerator and denominator are always positive, but in rational number they may be negative, and it is integer. So in integer there are three aspects, one is either positive or 0 or negative. So positive number is called natural number, and positive natural combiningly means all the positive numbers along with 0 is whole number. So in integer, whole number and negative integer, and whole number we can divide it 0 and natural number. And as discussed, in rational number the fractional form can be converted to decimal form, and many of you asked this doubts. Actually really it is used in chemical equations, which can be take away in both the direction, but I have used it for understanding purpose. That means fraction can be converted to decimal as well as decimal can be converted to the fractional form. And now we will check the decimal expansion of some questions. For example, just like here 7 by 8. So here we will get different three cases. So I have categorized it case 1, case 2, case 3. So one example in case 1, it is 7 by 8. And in decimal division, we have discussed in earlier classes, if we divide 7 by 8, whenever you are lacking the decimal point, is that means you have unlimited 0 but once at a time. So 8 into 0, 0, 7 minus 0 is 7. So decimal is there, that means I can take 1 0 70, 8 into 8 is 64, the remainder is 6, again I can take 0 and I may continue like this. And you may observe the remainder is gradually decreasing. So in first case this is 6, then with gradually it is coming to 0. Okay, and another point, here the decimal is terminating. Term means suppose a loan is there, or we are discussing the compound interest, simple interest for a term of 5 years. Okay, so term means it's the fixed how much it is going on. Term means if it is terminating means if it is completing, if it is ending. Okay, so terminating means ending. So here in case 1 we are observing the decimal expansion is terminating, means after some time the remainder is 0. So the division is complete. You may confused that why you are saying terminating. Till now many cases we are, when we are dividing, in each case they are terminating, but in some cases we will observe if not divisible. For example, if you will divide 15 by 3, so the division is not completed, there is a remainder. Okay, and to make it complete we put the decimal. Also in decimal all numbers are not completed. So in example 1, here it is completing, here it is ending, the remainder is 0, so the division is complete, so we are saying terminating. So next we will move to the case 2. So in case 2 you may observe, it is the example has been taken 10 by 3. When you are dividing 10 by 3, the result you check, it is like 3.333. Always the remainder is coming 1. Whenever I am putting 0, it is 10. 3 into 3, 9. Again remainder 1. So the remainder is always fixed, that's 1. And the quotient is repeated again and again. So 3 point, that 3 is repeated. So I am writing 3.3 bar. Don't be confused what is bar. Bar means it is something which is repeated infinitely. Many times if it is repeating, then it is read as, pronounced as 3.3 bar. That underline line segment is termed as bar. And you may check its remainders. Here remainder is fixed but never comes to 0. In the second example, it is 19 by 11. When I am dividing, I am getting the remainder 8, sorry, yes, the remainder 8, then 3, then 8. So it is decreasing but not comes to 0. And if you will observe the quotient, it is 1.7272. So always we are observing 3 to 4 instance, the 727272. So here 72 is repeating. So I can pronounce it 1.72 bar. Okay. So next I will go to another example. First example 3.3 bar. Next 2 digits are repeated. Now we have taken another very big example. It is 10 by 7. You may try your own. Okay. So and dividing 10 by 7. So what I am observing in remainder, it is 3 2 6 4 5 1 3 2 6 4 5 1, means the remainder, it is tries to come near 0 but never it is coming to 0, and the remainder is also repeated. And if I will observe the quotient also, it is also repeating. So 1.428571, 428571, if I will come on dividing, it will also come 428571. So here what we are observing from first two cases, in first case our remainder is gradually decreasing and coming to 0. Okay, and as the remainder became 0, so the decimal expansion, our decimal expansion or our division is completed, and that answer, that quotient, we are saying it terminating, means it's completed, means it's ending, terminated. Okay, completed. And in the second case, we are observing the remainders are decreasing but not coming to 0, and it is repeating, and also the quotient is repeating in a exact manner, not repeating like 1.235257, yeah, but in this case it is repeating but with a cyclic pattern. In first case only 3 was repeated, in second case 2 digits were repeated, and now we are observing in the third example, here 4 digits are repeating. Next we will check case 3. Now we will move to the last case, that is case 3. So here I have taken some example that I was saying. You can, in case 3, you can take some examples. Square root. In class 8, we have discussed how to find square root also of decimal numbers. Here you can try to find out the square root of the non-square numbers like 2, 8, 10, 12, 18, 23. You may try these questions, all the prime numbers or all the non-square numbers. Okay, so what we are observing here, the if I will observe to the quotient, it is like 1.4142135626 and going on. So please check, here 4 is repeated, but it is not only 4 is repeated. Sometimes 4 1, sometimes 4 2, sometimes 3 is there, 6 is there, means digits are repeated because there are total 10 digits. If I will divide, after some time the digits will be repeated but not in a continuous manner or in a fixed manner. So we are saying it is non-terminating. Okay, in previous case also, in case 1 it is terminating, case 2 non-terminating, means it was not completed but repeating. So you use the word recurring, repeating, recurring, same. In case 3 we are observing it is non-terminating, means not completed, also not repeating at all. So here the number is not repeating, so we call it non-terminating, non-repeating. So if I will summarize the 3 case. Case 1 is terminating. After several steps the remainder comes 0. So if the remainder comes 0, the division is completed, so it is named terminating. If the remainder is not 0. It is not 0. So we are saying it is non-terminating, means the quotient we are getting it in an expanded manner, means never, it is never being completed as the remainder is not 0. And there is also two types in non-terminating. Okay, so in case 2 we are saying yes, non-terminating but recurring. The remainder is not 0 but the quotient is repeated again and again. The example, okay, so 1.333333, and also second example we have taken there, 2 digits were repeating. I think the example was 19 by 7. And the third example we have taken there, 4 digits were repeated. Okay, if either a single digit or 2 digit or 3 digit or 4 digit is repeated again and again, we are saying non-terminating repeating or non-terminating recurring. But there are also some cases in case 3, just like I said, when I am trying to find the square root of non-square numbers 2, 8, 10. So what I am observing, the remainder first thing is not 0, so it is non-terminating, but the quotient also is not repeated in either single digit is repeating or 2 digit is repeating. But don't be confused, there 4 is repeating, but 4 1, 4 2. So I can say 4 is continuously repeating. The repetition should be in continuous manner. So there I am terming it non-terminating, non-recurring. If carefully we look at the graph, it is saying decimal expansion is two types, terminating, non-terminating. So terminating was in case 1. So I have written 1, means case 1 we are observing terminating, completed. So non-terminating, remainder is not 0, the division is never completed. So in between there are two branches, two types. One is recurring, means repeating, another non-recurring, means non-repeating. Okay, so this is case 2, 3. So in total there are 3 cases: terminating, non-terminating recurring, non-terminating non-recurring. Okay, then we will discuss the interconversion of fraction and decimal. Already little bit we have discussed in our class 6 7. We will elaborately discuss this, how they are interconverted among themselves. Okay, so I have written, we just converted a fraction from decimal in 3 cases. We are converting 3 different type of fractional form to decimals. Now we will discuss how to convert the decimal to fraction. And the first case is very easy. It is 3.7. Already we have done it in our earlier classes. So what we are doing, we are writing all the things what is there, all the digits or numbers except the decimal, that means 37. By in the denominator we are writing 1 along with that number of zeros in the that number of zeros equals to the number of digits after decimal. So 3.7. So what will be written on the numerator? All the numbers excluding decimal. So it is 37. By in denominator what will be written? 1 along with that number of zeros. So how many zeros? Now the number of digits after decimal. So after decimal there is 1 digit. So I will put 10. Another example I have just written 2.253. So I will write numerator all the digits 2253 divided by in denominator 1 along with 3 zeros, because after decimal point there are 3 digits. Okay, next we will move to case 2 where it is non-terminating. It is new for us, so all of you look it carefully. So first example is 3.3 bar. So how will, okay, there is also one shortcut, we will discuss it later. First we will discuss the actual way. So whatever value is there in non-terminating recurring, we will take that as x. Suppose let x equals to 3.3 var. Then what we will do, we will write 10x. So 10x means decimal will shift once to the right. So it is 3.33333, decimal came one place towards right. So it is 33.3333333. That means 33.3 var. Previous was 3.3 var. Now we will subtract that. So 10x minus x, 33.3 var minus 3.3 var. 3 var cancelled in the right side. Then 33 minus 3 is 30. Okay. So here 10x minus x in left side is 9x and right side 30. So x equals to 30 by 9. So what we have taken x? We have taken x the total number. and what's its value I am getting in first we are writing in decimal form. Let x equals to 3.3 bar. Now what I am getting? I am getting x equals to 30/9. That means in the first line and in the last line x is same. So in first line the value of x is in decimal form, and in the last line it is in the form of fractional form. So here I got decimal to fractional form. Just check one thing. So the answer is 30/9. So it is somehow 30 minus 3. I will say what is the relation. Just you keep it in mind. Something I have written. Okay, in the next class, it is 5.12. That means 5.121212. If I will take 10x, so it will be the decimal will be shifted one place to right. So it will be 51.21212121 like that, or 1 2 next. So in the previous process, if I will subtract 10x minus x, in right side I will not get the exact value, because in previous case x was 1 2 bar, in 10x it is like 2 1 bar. Okay, so if I will in this case I will proceed to the next place, that means x 10x, so next will be 100x. So 100x will be the decimal will be shifted 2 places towards right, so it is 512.12 bar. Now one thing you may check, in between x and 100x the values in the bar is on the same point, that is 1 2 1 2, and now if I will subtract these two, the bars will be cancelled. So what I am getting in the left, 100x minus x, in the right side I am getting 512.12 bar minus 5.12 bar. So here 1 2 bar are cancelled. So 5.2 minus 5 is 507, and in the left side I have got 99x. So 99x equals to 507. So x equals to 507 by 99. Okay, this is the answer. Another thing I have encircled, just you can see it. Okay, so I will discuss it later, just for your information purpose. Just I have encircled. In the end of the video I will say what is the purpose of circling that. So see, the denominator is 99 and in the numerator it is 507. That is nothing but the 512 means 512 minus 5. So in case 1 we converted the terminating, in case 2 we converted the non-terminating recurring, and in case 3 it is like 1.414213562370 dot dot dot. So here it is neither terminating nor recurring, so we call it non-terminating non-recurring. So here if we will follow the first process, it is not possible. Also in the second process, if you will take x, okay, so nothing is being repeated, so no bar is there. So here if you subtract also 10x x or 100x x or 1000x x, so here also will not get anything. Okay, so one thing just I will try to repeat. So when you are converting the non-terminating recurring, just keep it in mind, you take the value x, okay, and the next value you can try 10x, 100x, 1000x, 10,000x, lakh x, up to that point where you will get the value which the bar, under the bar the digits should be same, just like suppose it is 0.5 bar, 0.5 bar, then it can be cancelled. Suppose it is something like 8.312 bar, so first is 8.312 bar, 10x will be 83.12 bar, 100x 831.2 bar, again not matching. The next is, so always you check, you will take the values and you will subtract that value and x, where the bar on x should be same of the next number. Okay, so when you will solve some questions, then it will be more understood by yourselves. So this is the summarize of 3 types of decimal converting and trying to convert to fraction. So terminating converted to fractional form, yes. Non-terminating recurring converted to fractional, yes. Non-terminating non-recurring, right, root 2. Is it converted to fractional form? No, not. So in first 2 cases they are converted. So they are in the form of p by q. so they are rational. And the last one, non-terminating, non-recurring, it is not possible to convert the decimal to fractional form. So as it is not in the form of p by q, it is not rational. So there is another way of understanding it. Real number, two types, decimal expansion, terminating, non-terminating. So non-terminating we are getting non-terminating recurring, non-terminating non-recurring. And as we discussed, terminating we are able to convert to fractional form, non-terminating recurring possible to convert to fractional form. So they are rational. So I have encircled them and written rational. And the non-terminating non-recurring, the case 3, it is not possible to convert to the form of p by q, so it is irrational. So you have to keep in mind, if the decimal expansion is terminating and non-terminating recurring, then rational. Okay, otherwise the rational numbers decimal expansion is either terminating or non-terminating non-recurring. And the third case, the number, the decimal expansion which is non-terminating non-recurring can't be converted to fractional form. So the decimal expansion of non-terminating non-recurring is irrational number, and otherwise the irrational numbers decimal expansion is non-terminating non-recurring. But one important thing, as in the previous graph I have discussed, real number, terminating, non-terminating. Non-terminating is non-terminating recurring, non-terminating non-recurring. Means all types of decimal expansion are under real number. So every decimal is a real number. That should be kept in your mind. Every decimal is a real number. If terminating or non-terminating recurring, rational. If non-terminating non-recurring, irrational. And both the rational irrational come under the domain real number. So every decimal is a real number. So just recall, when we are converting the case 2, means converting the non-terminating recurring to rational form or to the fractional form or p by q form. So there I have said to remember something what I have encircled. So that is the shortcut method to convert the non-terminating recurring to rational. So what is that? So it is written by points. So first is write the number in numerator, just like the previous case. Whatever the number in numerator, I have to write that in the numerator without the decimal symbol. And in previous case, I am putting that number of zeros after the number of digits after decimal points. Means after decimal points, if there are 3 digits, I will put 3 zeros. After decimal point, if there are 2 digits, I will put 2 zeros. Here, what will I do? So here it is non-terminating recurring, that means repeating, that means bar is there. So I will put that number of nines, as the bar is number of digits. If the bar is on 3 digits, so in the denominator there will be 3 9. If there are 5 digits in bar, then I will put 5 nines. Okay, so the first point is I will write the entire number except decimal point in numerator, and denominator I will write some nines. How many nines? It is equals to the number of digits after decimal where there is bar. So first example 0.92 bar. So in numerator I will write 92 by how many nines? 2 nines. In second case this is 3.12. So in numerator I will write 312, then minus 3. Why minus 3? We have discussed. I will write all the numbers and I will subtract that number where there is no bar. So on 3 there is no bar, so I will subtract 3 from the total number 312. And in denominator, as it is bar in 1 and 2, means bar is on 2 digits, so there will be 2 nines. So the answer is 312 minus 3 by 99, and it is 309 by 99. Then we will go to the another type of questions. And in this type, I think this is the most complex type in non-terminating recurring decimal to convert to its fractional form or rational form. So here it is 0.2132. So first we will talk about numerator. So in numerator, I will write all the numbers that I have written 2132. Then is there any number where there is no bar? Yes. On 2 and 1 there is no bar, means it is 21. So you may say, sir, 0 is there and in left side 0 has no value, 0 to 1 or only to 1, it is same. So the numerator is finalized 2132 minus 21, that is 2111, that means 2111. Now we will move towards the denominator, and in denominator I will check how many digits are under bar, and in right side the bar is on 3 2. So how many nines I will put? I will put 2 nines. As already we know in terminating decimal, so when we are converting to fraction, we are counting the digits after decimal and we are putting 0. So here if you will check how many digits after decimal, there are total 2 digits after decimal without bar. You will say, sir, why you are not considering bar? Already for the bar I have put 9. So total 4 digits, 2 under bar and 2 are not with bar. So for the bars I put 9 and for the digits without bar I will put 0. So the denominator is 2 9 for 3 and 2 and 2 zeros for 2 and 1. So the final answer is 2111 by 9900. And if I will summarize this, so first is about numerator. Numerator, you know, all the numbers minus the number with bar. Then denominator, I will check how many digits after decimal. So for the digits with bar I will put 9 and the digits without bar I will put 0. So question number 1, you have to convert the fractional form to its decimal by the long term division, and then you will say by seeing the quotient it is either terminating. If the remainder is 0, then it is terminating. If the remainder is not 0, then it is non-terminating. But which type? Non-terminating, recurring or not recurring? Check. If the remainders are repeating, then also the quotient will repeat, but in a continuous manner. It may be 3 3 3 3 3, it may be 2 1 2 1 2 1, it may be 5 8 2 5 8 2 5 8 2, it may be 1 digit, 2 digit, 3 digit, but they should repeat continuously. So we will call it non-terminating recurring. And in other cases we will get some cases where it will not also the repeating is also not in a sequential manner. I hope there is no question like this. So either you will get terminating or you will get non-terminating recurring. Why? Now because we have discussed all the rational numbers are either terminating or non-terminating recurring. So here all are in the form of P and Q. So either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Next we will go towards question number 2. It is given the value of 1 by 7 is given 0.142857 bar. Can you predict where the decimal expansion, what the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 without actual doing the long term division? So what is the difference of question number 1 and 2? 1 you have to divide, long term division, but in question number 2 will not divide. Without division I have to find the answer. You think 1 by 7 value is there, so 2 by 7, can you write 2 as 2 into 1? Yes, we can write 2 as 2 into 1. So then 2 by 7 can be converted to 2 into 1 by 7. So 1 by 7 value is there, so I will multiply 2 with that. Okay. Next 3 by 7, 4 by 7. So by multiplying 3, 4, 5, 6 with 1 by 7, I will get the values of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7. And next, that is the hint is there. You may say, what is the hint? It is not clear. Study the remainder while finding the value of 1 by 7 carefully. And already we have studied it in case 1, case 2, case 3. So in terminating, it will gradually decrease and end with 0. In non-terminating recurring, it will repeat again and again. The remainder will repeat, so the quotient will repeat. And when I will divide 1 by 7, the remainders will repeat. Next we will go to question 3. We have to find the rational form 0.6 bar. So numerator there is 6. First we will shortcut method, then we will go the actual method. So 6 by, so how many digits on bar? 1 digit. So 6 by 9. So there is no digit after decimal without bar. So next bit 0.47 bar. So the numerator will be 47 minus 4. It is 43 by, on how many digits on how many digits bar is there? 1 digit bar is there. So 19. How many digits after decimal without bar? 1 digit. So 1 0. So the answer is 47 minus 4, that is 43 by 90. And the third bit, how many digits on numerator? Sorry, on numerator I will write all the digits, that is 0 0 0 1, that means 1. So is there any digit without bar? No, there is no digit without bar, so nothing will be subtracted. So the numerator is 1. In denominator I will check on how many digits there is bar. It is 3 digit. So there will be 3 nines. Is there any digit without bar after decimal? No, there is no digit. Then you may think, sir, you are saying how many digits without bar after decimal, but you are not saying how many digits in bar after decimal, because all the bar is after decimal. Okay, so it is very simple. I will check how many digits are under bar, that number of nines, and the numbers which are not in bar but after decimal, that number of zeros. So if I will go to the actual method, so 0.6 you will take it x, then you will find 10x, you will subtract 10x minus x. Let's question number bit 3, then I will come to bit 2. So you will take x 0.001 bar, then you will take 10x, 100x, 1000x, till how much? Till you are getting the last part, the bar is same after decimal. Okay, so there is bar on 3 digits, so after x I will take 3 zeros. You may check it, 10x, 100x, you will not get the same bar. Okay, but if you will take 3 zeros, 1000x, you will get a similarity between x and 1000x, then we will subtract it. Now we will move to bit 2. So it is 0.47 bar. So x is 0.47 bar, 10x is 4.7 bar. Are they same? No. 100x is 47.7 bar. So you check which two are similar. First bit, second bit. Yes, bar is on 7, but after decimal there is 4. So it is difficult for us to convert it. So always we will keep in mind, this is a one type of note. We will always subtract those values, x, 10x, 100x, thousands, 10,000x, there are many values. We will choose those values out of all whose after decimal bar is on fixed number, means after decimal there is same. If after decimal 57 bar is there, another number after decimal 57 bar. Not that 57 bar, another is 6, no bar, then 57 bar. No, not like this. After decimal fix, no change in after decimal. When you will get these two values, then you will subtract. Okay, now I think question number 3 is pretty clear. Then we will move to question number 4, and it is saying if we will convert it automatically, there are how many nines? I observe there are, I think 5 nines are there. So in the numerator I will write all the things. So that means 5 nines in the numerator, and in denominator I will check on how many numbers there is bar. Actually here the bar is on 9, that means the denominator will also be sum. In short, 0.9999999, you can write it 0.9 bar. Okay, 0.9 bar. So when we will convert it in shortcut, in the numerator it is all the numbers means 9, by denominator on how many digits there is bar? 1 digit. So 9 by 9, that means 1. Then it is there. Why it is 1? Why 0.9999 is 1? For example, you have 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so after the night, in the morning you are getting only 1 is with you and all other were theft by someone. So what will say? Almost all of your money are stolen away. Similar is the case. Okay, if you have 99,999 and you need to buy something worth 1 lakh, if you will give 99,999, I think you may got the thing. So it is a rounding off or approximation. So in class 6 we have discussed the rounding of estimation of numbers. So 0.99999 means it's very close to 1. Just like I said, 99,999 is very close to 1 lakh. Similarly, here 0.999999 is very much close to 1. Okay, so for this reason we are getting the value 1. And another point I would like to say, whenever I am converting all listen, non-terminating recurring means bar like structure or decimal expansion. The value is always approximation. It is not the exact one. It is somehow, it is approximate equals to that value. Now we will discuss question number 5. It is asking what can be maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. Okay, so it is asking in the 1 by 17, if you convert the fractional form of 1 by 17 to decimal, then how many digits will be in the repeating block, means how many digits will be repeated. The unit means either 2 may be repeated, only one digit, there may be 2 digits, 2525 may be repeated, or 3 digits, 312 may be repeated, or 5 digits, 35689 35689 35689 may be repeated, or it may be like that 3312 3312 3312, 4 digits may be repeated. So that the repeating block, that unit, how many digits can be maximum there. And if gradually if you will check 1 by 17, you may think that it is non-terminating, non-recurring, because when I also first tried this, so we generally try for 4 or 5 places, or 6 7 8 9 places at most. I think whenever we are dividing anything, we are trying up to 5 6 7 8 places. Okay, but the point is, if you will see the decimal expansion of 1 by 17, from the beginning you may think it is non-recurring, means not repeating, but if you will go on dividing, you will at 16th place, after 16th place you will get that it is repeating, means the repeating block, the unit contains 16 digits. So don't feel scared that in exams are this type of question comes, finding the decimal expansion, so up to how much I will divide. I think it will not come in exam according to my knowledge, but for understanding, for knowledge purpose, you should know this. And there is one general one, that the number or the repeating block will be less than the denominators. Okay, that means here the denominator is 17, so maximum to maximum in the denominator 16 digits will be in the repeating block, like it is there. If the denominator is 7, maximum 6 digits will be in the repeating block. If the denominator is 3, then maximum to maximum 2 digits will be in the repeating block. Maximum means it may be less than that. For example, if you will check 10 by 3, so the denominator is 3, so the maximum is 2, but here we are getting 1. 3.333333, that means only one digit is repeating. The maximum is the limit of the denominator. Then we will go to the next question. It is question number 6. Look at several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, where p and q are integer with no common factors other than 1, having terminating decimal representation. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? You think? If it is terminating, so what general things you are observing of q? Just you take some examples, pause the video here, try yourself, then I am saying the answer. Okay, you may try 1 by 4, you may try 4 by 5, you may try 3 by 8, you may try 11 by 10, or like this. Okay, you may try all this. So whatever the decimals I have said, these are the terminating. If you will take some examples of non-terminating, you might try 5 by 6, you may try 7 by 11, you may try 13 by 14. Okay, all these. So you check, try to find a relation, why the first set numbers are terminating, why the second set values are non-terminating, recurring. So all of you pause your video here and try to analyze these questions and try to find your answers. Okay, because the knowing the answer is very easy, but always thinking how to get the answer is very good for our mental ability. Okay, now I am coming to the answer. We will always observe that the rational numbers are the form of p by q, where the denominator of q is in the form of 2 raised to the power m into 5 raised to the power n. In simply, I will say, if in the denominator there is either 2 or 5 or both of them, okay, so it is terminating. But if there is any other prime numbers except 2 and 5, 3, 7, 11, 13 are there, this is non-terminating. Clear? Very simply I am repeating it. If in the denominator you are getting any prime factor except 2 and 5, if 2 and 5 is there, it's okay. If none of them is there, it's okay. If 2 is not there, okay. If 5 is not there, okay, no problem. But if anything extra is there, then it is not terminating. There should be no 3, 5, 7. Either 2 or 5 or both of them or none of them. Okay. There may be anything, but okay, sorry, there may not be anything extra except 2 and 5. 2 may be there, 5 may be there, both may be there, nothing may be there, but except 2 and 5 no one is there. For example, in your room or in your home, you may be there, your family members, any of may be there, none of may be there, it may be locked, but no other persons, unknown persons should be in your home. Similarly, in the denominator there should be extra than 2 and 5, nothing extra than 2 and 5. Next we will move to next question. It's 7. Write these numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating, non-recurring. Write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion non-terminating, non-recurring. I said these are the irrational numbers. So you may try all the square root of positive non-square numbers, means square numbers are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, okay, 81, except this, any positive non-square numbers. This is like 6, 8, 3, or you may try all the prime numbers square root of 2, 5, 7, 11, like that. So next is to find irrational numbers between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. So as the denominator is 7 and 11, so it is clear that they are non-terminating but recurring. So recurring means it is a rational number. So I will find the values of 5 by 7 and 9 by 11 in the form of bars. Okay. So what are the numbers in between them? For example, I am saying, suppose the first value is 2.23 bar. The next one is 3.15 bar. So write any numbers in between them, but not in a repeating manner. For example, first I said 2.34 bar, for example 2.34 bar. So the next is 3 point something. So write 2.3459865894, means nothing should be repeated. Very clear. So find the first value and second value, see which is the smaller one, write that, but instead of bar, instead of repeating, you write anything but not in a repeating manner. So that are the numbers between these. Clear or not? You write the decimal expansion of 5 by 7, 9 by 11, check which is the smaller one, write that, then instead of repeating, make it unarranged, unorganized, anything 2, 5, 8, 9, but nothing should be repeated. So next question, classify the following as rational or irrational. So rational means terminating, means rational, okay, and what is irrational? Which is neither terminating, non-recurring. See question number IV V. So in V it is 1 0 1 0 0 1 0 0 1 4 0. So it is nothing is repeated, it is gradually increasing 1 0 0 0. So not repeating, non-recurring, means it is not recurring, so irrational. Next 4 7 8 4 7 8 4 7 8 4. So here also nothing is being repeated, so it is also irrational. Next 0.3796, it is terminating, so definitely rational. Next is 2 to 5. I said everyone square root is not irrational. For example, square root of 4, it is 2. 2 is not irrational. You have to check it is a square number or not. If it is a square number, then square root is rational. If not a square number, then it is irrational. So 2 to 5, check, is it square of something? Yes, it is square of 15. So it is 15 square. So the square root of 225 equals to 15. So it's rational. Next 23. So as I said, non-square numbers, 23 is not a square of anything. Also this is prime number. So square root of all prime numbers are irrational. So bit I, bit 4, bit V are irrational. Bit 2 and bit 3 are rational. So this is end of our 1.3 exercise. So thank you all. Thank you.